natural to you, because if it's not natural to you, that's where you experience exhaustion. That's where you experience burnout. That's when you experience not the best feelings, dare I say, depression and things like that. And so that's why I'm saying that it's important to understand the differences between masculine energy when it comes to business and also feminine energy when it comes to business. Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. In this video, I want to talk about what feminine energy and masculine energy, how does that look like in business? If you're interested in a video like that, please keep watching. So hey guys, welcome back to the channel. In this video, we are talking about feminine energy and masculine energy and how that looks in business. And so the reason why I wanted to do this video is to pretty much be a preface to a case study that I plan on doing on a billionaire, and she has successfully implemented feminine energy in her business strategy and her business, and I just think it's phenomenal and how she was able to build a billion-dollar business and empire operating from feminine energy. And so why I wanted to talk about how feminine energy and how masculine energy looks in business is because typically we are taught that you can only be successful if you operate in your masculine energy when it comes to business. And that is totally not true. And I actually ran into someone, I didn't run into them, it was like over social media or whatever. And one of the things that the guy was saying was something about, he almost had like a negative view on femininity and feminine power and operating in your feminine energy, especially when it came to business. And I just found that interesting because honestly he didn't really know what that meant. And I think that sometimes when people think about, okay, you are pro feminine energy or pro femininity, if you're pro femininity, that means that you're anti masculinity, or you don't like guys or men or anything like that. It's like you can be pro something and not anti the other side of things. You just could have an interest in a certain way of operating that works for you. It's not saying that anything is wrong, because I think that when it comes to, and I talk about being an empowered feminine when it comes to femininity and operating in your feminine energy, people automatically think that that is anti-masculine, and that is so the opposite and so not true. And what I'm saying when it comes to femininity and operating in your feminine energy, especially when it comes to relationships, the polarity of feminine energy and masculine energy, they are an energetic match. And so it's about working in harmony. And so it's the opposite of being anti. It's about, working in harmony and how those things and how both energies work together and they create magic. And I think that's important to talk about because I also had someone on my channel make a comment about something about being pro-feminine, and these guys are against feminists or people that are something like that. And I just don't understand that. I think that you can be pro feminine energy and femininity and not be anti the other side. I think that masculine energy is a beautiful thing and something that honestly I want in my life. So it's not that it's like either or. And so I wanted to address that because I think it's important to understand that it's just a way of being, and there's nothing wrong with being in your masculine energy, and there's nothing wrong with being in your feminine energy. You don't have to be either or for something and against the other. That is not the case. And honestly, like I said, they work in harmony together, and that's a beautiful thing. And when they come together, they create magic. So I just wanted to address that. And so when it comes to business, typically when it comes to business, we are taught that we have to operate in our masculine energy to see success. And I just don't believe that that's the case. And I've seen examples of women that have built billion-dollar businesses operating in their feminine energy. And we're going to take a look at it. We're going to do some case studies on those women that have built billion-dollar empires operating in their feminine energy. So a lot of times women get to a point where they experience burnout or exhaustion and things like that because their natural essence is not masculine energy. However, they are operating their businesses in masculine energy, and so they experience burnout and exhaustion because that is not their natural essence. And I'm not saying that you can't be successful operating as a woman, operating in your masculine energy. That is not the case whatsoever. But I am saying that it is not so much natural to some people. And so understanding the difference between masculine energy and feminine energy can help you decide whether or not you want to operate your business in more of a masculine energy or a feminine energy. Because at the end of the day, it has to feel right to you. It has to be natural to you, because if it's not natural to you, that's where you experience exhaustion. That's where you experience burnout. That's when you experience not the best feelings, dare I say, depression and things like that. And so that's why I'm saying that it's important to understand the differences between masculine energy when it comes to business and also feminine energy when it comes to business. So feminine energy when it comes to business is more relational. It's more collaborative. And so you build your business off of partnerships and collaborating with other people. You build your business and you build your brand off of collaboration, building relationships, and more masculine energy way of building a business is more competition, is more force. And so there's nothing wrong with those two energies at all, because there's this mentality of grinding it out, working really hard, forcing things to happen. And that's where I was with my businesses. I was operating more in my masculine energy, and I was in that state where I was forcing things and grinding it out, working really hard every day. And there's nothing wrong with that, because I do find that valuable. However, for me, because it's not part of my natural essence, it did lead to burnout. And a lot of times, especially with men, that competition is what drives them. That masculine energy, that competition is what keeps them going. They find gratification in the competition, and there's nothing wrong with that. I think it's I was very competitive, and I always claimed that I was a competitive person, but that's because I was operating in my more masculine energy. Honestly, it had its results. Now, feminine energy is more relational and more attractive, receptive. So it's about like attracting things into your existence that you need to build your business. I always say when it comes to manifesting, it's all in the feeling. And when you're in touch with your feelings and your emotions, you can manifest a lot easier when you're in touch with your feelings, when you're in touch with your emotions. And so that's that attractive, when you attract people and things and resources into your experience to build your business. And so there are just different ways of operating where things kind of come to you, and then in the more masculine side, you go after those things. You seek those things out. So feminine energy is more attractive, collaborative, relational, more experiential, and you attract things into your existence. It's more of a manifesting type of energy, whereas masculine energy is more, execution, force, competition, and we make things happen. And so those are the two differences, especially when it comes to business and the two energies. And the reason why I wanted to make this video is because there is this thing where people say that you can't be successful in your business if you're operating in a more feminine energy. You have to be in your masculine energy. It's about competition, and it's about going after the things that you want, and that kind of thing. It's more forceful. Like I said, I don't think anything's wrong with that because it works. It works. But there's also the feminine side of it, where you can operate, you can be successful in your business from operating from your feminine essence, your feminine energy, and your feminine power. So I want that to be clear, that that's possible, and many women have done it. Many women have operated from their feminine essence and built billion-dollar businesses, and that to me is just beyond successful. And we're talking about billion-dollar empires and businesses. And so in our next case study, we are going to look at an amazing woman who's built a billion-dollar business operating from her feminine essence, standing in her feminine power. And so I want that to be clear, that you don't have to be solely in your masculine energy. Yes, we go from one energy to another depending on the task. Overall, you can be successful operating a billion-dollar business in your feminine energy. And so different tasks, we might have to be more in a masculine energy or be in a more feminine energy depending on what it is. You can build a successful business based off of collaborations, based off partnerships, based off relationships. And so that's what I wanted to talk about in this video, and how important it is and how it is possible. And I've seen it, and we're gonna look at these women that have done it, okay? So anyways, I just wanted to make that video real quick and share with you guys before we do the case study, the upcoming case studies on how you can operate in your feminine essence and build a billion-dollar successful business. So anyways, you guys, that is all for this video. If you're interested, I have a free quiz on my website. If you're living an empowered feminine life, you can check it out on my website. I also have a free download on my website, How to Glow Up as an Empowered Feminine. It's under free stuff, so definitely check that out as well. Also, book launched today, 365 transformational beliefs on how to glow up in your life. And so these are beliefs that have helped me in my life, and how I was able to change some of the beliefs and start changing my life. So I wanted to share them. It's actually a journal. So there are 365 prompted beliefs that you can write your thoughts about the beliefs and just meditate on it. And I just believe in writing things down and the power of writing things down. So I really wanted to make this journal and have prompted beliefs for every single day. So I'm excited about that. I'm going to leave the link below for that as well. Anyways, you guys, I hope you're having an amazing day, and I will check you guys in the next video. Peace.